Hello viewers. On today's episode, I want us to look into things you should never say to the visa officer during your interview at the US Embassy. Now, a lot of people, call me, they WhatsApp me, and they ask me questions like, what is it that I should say, and what is it that I should not say that can actually ruin my chances of getting my visa approved at the embassy. And during the mock sessions, the mock interviews, I would tell them, for instance, on the DS-160, as you're filling it out, there's a place where they'll ask you about your job description. So how do you go about that? You don't have to tell them that you are unemployed even when you are unemployed. That is a very big red flag. Please, I want you to take note of that. Don't you ever tell them that you are unemployed even if you are unemployed. You could, maybe if you have a family business that you're involved in, you could mention that as what you've been doing, what you've been up to, you've been working there, or maybe you're volunteering somewhere. That can also suffice as work experience, really, 100%. It can suffice. It is better than saying you don't work, you're unemployed. No, that is a red flag. And with the way the American system is, they don't like liabilities. So when they notice that you're a liability, they would not want to accept you into their country. So please and please again, do not make that mistake of telling them that you're unemployed while at the embassy for your interview, or better still, while filling out your DS-160. Another thing you should not say that could actually cost you your visa at the embassy is, let's take for instance, when you're asked how many schools did you apply to. Don't you ever tell them that you applied to just one school. No, that on its own is a red flag. Instead, you have to emphasize on why you chose that particular school. Okay? Maybe a particular professor could be the reason why you chose the school. So that is what you need to tell them, rather than saying I only applied to this school, or this is the only school that offered me admission out of the schools that I applied to. No. Tell them that, okay, I applied to a good number of schools and then I got admitted in those schools, but I chose this school because of the work of a particular professor which is in line with my own area of interest, or maybe they gave you funding and all of that. Those can actually suffice as what as to why you chose the school, rather than saying that this is the only school that gave me admission, or this is the only school that I applied to. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? Then another thing you should never and ever say at the embassy is, when you are being asked about how you intend to fund your education, don't you ever tell them, okay, like my father will pay, my uncle will pay. Now, this is how to go about it. Okay, let's take for instance, let me ask, who is your father? Who is your aunt? Who is your uncle? Who is your mom? I don't mean to offend you by asking those questions, but I just want to emphasize one thing that is very, very important. It is important you emphasize what they do and how much they earn, even if you say it in your local currency, either in naira, cedis, rand, yen, or any currency at all that it is in your local currency. The visa officers actually understand, because they are domiciled in your home country. They have lived there, they have been trained, they know about the economic circumstances and the value of their currency. So you need to tell them in details what your sponsor does for work and how much your sponsor earns in a month or in a year, so that they can evaluate it and know whether or not you really qualify. You can actually take care of your academics, I mean your funding. Okay, don't you also ever tell them that you'll be working in the US? No,